Oh, good morning, guys. It's April 4th, Sunday morning. I'm gonna get out here on Lake Talquin this morning, see if we can find some crappie. We had a major cold front come through this week. Our temperatures dropped a good 50 degrees at night, all the way from the 60s and 70s at night down into the 30s. So it's supposed to be a beautiful day out here on the lake today. Finally, no wind day they're calling for. So we're gonna get out here on the lake this morning and we're gonna see if we can figure out what these crappie are doing, see if they'll bite today, and maybe get some of them on video for you. So hang with me and we'll get out here on the lake and see if we can locate them. Guys, we have made it into the back of the creek. We're gonna start about midways of this creek and we're gonna just make our way down through here and see what we see that looks interesting. See if we can locate these fish this morning. This cold weather. Big wad of shad. Ooh. If y'all see that, boy, that tree came really close to the surface. See it right there? Old Lake Talquin's full of some trees, folks. There's a couple bigger fish right here. Good sign. That's probably crappie. You can see them right there and they're making some little shadows. See them suspended. Fish may still be up on the bank spawning even with this cold dropping temperature. We're gonna check it out today and see. I don't know if you guys know or not, but I suspect, I may be wrong, but I suspect a lot of these bigger crappie probably move up to the banks at night, do their spawning at night, come back off on these stumps and stuff out in the creeks during the daytime. So we'll look around as the day goes on and see if I start seeing more fish out here off the banks once that sun gets up and gets bright. And we may start our morning off up close to shore and see what we see. So far, I am not seeing much out here. And they may have backed back out towards the mouth of the creek. We'll look around and find them. Alright guys, so I've come all the way back to the last third of the cove and I really haven't seen much fish out here in the middle of the cove, so we're going to shut this camera off for a minute and I'm going to go up and check the banks for a little bit and see what we see up there. There you go, guys. First fish in the morning. Nice crappie. Probably a pound, pound and a half. Nice fish. Goodness, heavier than I thought he was. Oh yeah, nice crappie there, guys. Right in the bottom lip. Let's weigh one of these. Let's see what these fish weigh. 113. Almost a 2-pound crappie. Pretty fish, huh? Colorful back here. So guys, I have gotten, oh, I don't know, halfway back in the creek and right on the edge of the creek channel. And these fish are just kind of milling around some of these stumps and stuff along the edge of this creek channel. I'm having a really hard time seeing my jig today on my Livescope for some reason, and I don't know why. Anybody got any ideas, let me know. But for some reason, I just can't see it. I finally coaxed one of them into biting. There, guys. See how much this one weighs. He's gonna be 1.5. 1.10. Just a little over 1.5. Nice fish. So guys, I'm about, I don't know, halfway, maybe the first to the last third of the creek, and I'm seeing some crappie. They're just kind of spread around on stumps. They're a little more schooled up today than they have been. I fished down the bank for a few minutes, and I did not see a fish up there, at least not in the spot that I was looking. So it looks like they may have pulled out here off the bank, be scattered around. But I'm gonna mess around with these for more and then for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna get out on the lake, see if we can find some more. Go, guys. I must have cast it that school of crappie. There must be about 10 of them bunched up really tight. I drug that jig through this crappie, what, 10 or 15 times I think, before I finally got one to bite. There you go, another nice crappie. There you go. Slowly getting them. Alright, let's hunt around. See if we can find one swimming around out here somewhere. And guys, I got that screen set on 30 feet. And that's usually about just about the distance of a, we'll actually move it up. Nope, 30 feet. That's about a hair shorter than a decent undersized pitch with my long rod, my 10-foot Sam super sensitive that I'm using this morning. 10-pound test, spider wire, translucent braid, which I will tell you guys, I'm not that impressed with it. I mean, it's very, very sensitive, and I really like this braid for catching these crappie, but little fish. But I will say that this spider wire translucent braid does not cast nearly as good as the other spider wire braids that I've used. It tends to, it's almost like it's sticky, like it wants to stick to itself. But I'm just easing around out here, just scanning around to see if I can Just come across a school of fish floating around out here in this water or hanging out around a stump. I'm using an 1/8 ounce jig head today, and that seems to be about the right weight. We're in 10 to 11 feet of water fishing today, and that seems to be where these fish are, and these seem to be almost all females that have not spawned, best I can tell. Like I said, we caught a bunch of fish yesterday in a different part of the lake, and a couple of little fish right there. You guys can see them or not on the bottom. They're kind of little fish right there, but that's not what I'm looking for. But anyway, we kept 20 fish yesterday for my cousin to eat, and we cleaned them, and all of them but 2 were females, and that had not spawned. So we only caught 2 male fish yesterday, so that tells me there's still quite a few crappie that are going to be spawning. So I think a lot of what we're catching are just crappie that are staged up out here off the bank, about halfway to 3/4 of the way back in the cove, and about 10 foot of water. And just finding a lot of them just in little schools, just floating around out here, or either on a stump. You know, kind of get in little areas that have more than other areas. And of course, right when I bring the camera up here to the bow, I'll get in an area where I'm not seeing many. But there's been enough to keep me busy casting all morning. Now they're real finicky. It's hard to get them to bite. Like I said, I had that one school I was working a few minutes ago, and I chased them around for what, 15-20 minutes. I must have made 15 or 20 casts at them before I finally got one of them to bite. And I actually got him to bite by jigging the jig through them, which usually scares them. Oh, there's a couple right there. I'm gonna run up on them too fast, I think. Oh, he's off the screen already. Oh, got interest. I'm chasing it, and I chased it a little ways. I was moving too fast when I came across those. See if we can relocate them. Yeah, I'm going away from us. See that fish down there, guys? There's actually 2 of them. The other one's right on the bottom. There's my jig down, but I didn't make a good cast. Up, up, up. He come up and look at it. Well, he looked at it and turned off. There's some kind of fish up high in the water column right there. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Over casting. I don't know what that is, but he's getting along, whatever he is. Alright. You can see I'm not an expert at this, and you can certainly get yourself discombobulated and moving too fast and boat drifting too fast. It's always better if you slow down and go really slow, but of course, you know, I'm an impatient fisherman a lot of times, and I get to burning around with that trolling motor looking for them, and then the problem is when I see them, I can't stop the momentum of the boat. I end up on top of them faster than I can really work them. I got down there right underneath that thing. There he is. I got him that time. That's a good fish too, guys. I mean, a stud crappie. You guys see those fish on there? Oh, he's a jumper. And guys, that was a 112. Another nice crappie. I see there's still a bunch of them there. Let's see if another one will bite. Oh, they're still stacked up. Oh, there he is. Got him. He's gonna like that. 2 in a row. Got them stirred up down there now, guys. Y'all see them? Can y'all see them on the screen? I don't know if you can see that in the reflection. We got them stirred up down there pretty good now. Y'all see all those fish? Look at that. That's a big old water crappie right there. Got no way to get through today without catching one of those. There we go, guys. Another nice crappie. I don't know. I can't tell if that might actually, I don't know. Just another nice crappie, pretty crappie. Catfish. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. It's been a good day. I've caught quite a few crappie today, and still early yet. I may catch a few more. I think I'm gonna put the crappie rod down. I think I'm gonna go explore and see if I can find some new schools of crappie around. So if I do, maybe we'll turn you back on and see what I found. Alright guys, we came back up in another cove. We're gonna come up here in about 10 feet of water, and we're going to try the same pattern up in this cove. I've never fished this cove, so we're going to look around and see if we can find a crappie in here as well. Oh, there we go, guys. Same pattern, different part of the lake. And that's a big old crappie right there. Definitely 2 pounds. That's a big old joker. Nice crappie. Yeah, let's wait. Right at 2 pounds. Nice. 115-ish. See if another one of those will bite. I didn't run them off playing with that one. Alright, another cove, same pattern, middle of the day, slick cone. It's amazing we're getting any of them to bite. Get them stirred up. Sorry guys, my camera turned off on me. Caught a small one. Found the catfish school. Whew, that is not a crappie there, guys. I don't know what that is, but a big old something or other. Whoa! A big old giant catfish or striped bass or something, I reckon. Big old catfish. Oh. I have worked on the catfish out here doing this. Definitely a good catfish pattern. Yeah, nice. Rascal sure can pull on a crappie rod. About decided this is a school of catfish. Well, I'm hard-headed. Let's catch another one to find out. Yep, it is definitely a school of catfish. Man. Woo. Just sit here and wear out the channel catfish. Oh, come on, you little sucker. Oh, he's a pretty one. All the speckles on him. That's a pretty fish. That'd be some good eating. Oh, that's fun anyway, even if there are catfish. Oh, come on, guys. That's pretty fun, isn't it? It might not be crappie, but it sure do pull good. still. Another pretty channel catfish. The whole school of them down there. This is the first time I've ever found a whole big school of channel catfish and caught them with a crappie jig. But I guess I could sit here and catch 8 or 10 of them if I wanted to. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this up and spend a little time the rest of the afternoon just looking around and locating some more schools of crappie and finding some spots to fish the next time I'm out here. But as you can see, the pattern I had today was fishing in about 10 foot of water, about halfway to the last third of the creeks, and I fished 2 creeks today. Saw plenty of crappie. They were semi-schooled up, usually in batches of 5 to 15 or 20. Still a little tough to catch, but good enough I could have had a nice mess to eat today. And I didn't catch any really monsters, but I caught a lot of them right close to 2 pounds, which is some pretty nice, respectable fish. So had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch up with you next week.